Hiya! In today's session, I'm going to talk to you and demonstrate to you how I teach a dog to walk on a loose lead. I'm not talking about a competition heel, I'm just talking about companionable walking with the dog not towing you along and understanding where it should be. Good girl. In a way, teaching a dog to walk to heel is a bit like learning to dance with a partner. You need to take it step by step. Don't expect too much at one time. And particularly, if your dog is used to pulling, he's got into some bad habits, it will take time for those habits to be undone, but it is always possible with patience and time. The first thing I would say about walking a dog to heel is that I do not pull on the lead. Now, if Delphi pulls on the lead, well, I will hold the tension, but I'm not going to pull back. And the second aspect of it is that what I'm trying to train the dog is that if they go away from me and walk in a different direction from the direction I intend, that is the last place they will end up going, because I will turn around and take them somewhere else. First and foremost, before you try to teach your dog anything, you need them to be able to focus on you. If your dog can't focus on you, they're not going to learn anything. If they're not listening, if they're trying to drag you in another direction, you haven't got a hope. And teaching your dog to be aware of you, respect you, and give you their attention is all about the relationship you enjoy with them at home. So think about that. What you don't want is your dog thinking that it's their responsibility to take you for a walk, or actually they don't care whether you're there or not. You need your dog to be focused on you. Ideally, it would be nice to get your dog to look at you on command, but it's not actually essential for this exercise. You may notice I'm holding a 6-foot lead. This is, Delphi, come here, sit. This is a training lead, and it's very useful for this kind of exercise because, first of all, it gives your dog enough length of lead to have a bit of flexibility. On an ordinary 3-foot-6 or 4-foot lead you might buy in the high street shops, as soon as your dog starts to go in front of you, they're going to reach the end of that lead, so they don't have the opportunity to get used to getting it right. And the other aspect of it is that I can hold the lead in the hand opposite the side from where the dog is walking, and I've still got enough lead for it to be nice and loose, and I can keep this hand free then for praising her and rewarding her if I want to. The first stage of getting a dog to walk to heel is to have them understand that you don't want tension on the lead. Now, Delphi's done this before, and she knows that when she's wearing a lead she should stay near me. But were she to decide to go to the end of the lead, which your dog may well do at the beginning, I'm going to set this up so that you can see what to do. Rather than pull, just wait and then call your dog back. So I'm going to set her up. Look what I've got here. And she's going to go and get that. Now, if your dog is wandering off, well, I want her back. Come. Good girl. And I'm going to treat her when she gets back. So that's the first stage. If your dog wanders away, just call it back. Don't pull. Call your dog back. If you keep doing that and praise and reward them when they get there, good. They are pretty soon going to decide that being with you is better than being over there. Good girl. Now, what I've ended up with, of course, is a dog that's standing in front of me. And that's great, because that's where she normally expects to receive a treat, but that isn't where I want her to be, to walk to heel. So what I'm going to do now is take another treat. I've got the lead in the hand opposite to the side I want her. The convention is to walk your dog on the left, but it really doesn't matter as long as you have the lead in the other hand, just to start. So I'm going to get Delphi to be in the right place. Now I'm just going to put the treat at her nose and slowly make a big anti-clockwise circle with my hand. That's it. Good. And give her the treat there. And now she's in the right place. I can say heel, good girl. I actually use the word close, but it doesn't matter what you do. Good girl. Now if she heads off, I'll do that again. There we go, off she goes, on cue. Back here. And sit. I'm not going to give her a treat every time because first of all, she knows what to do anyway. And secondly, they really don't need a treat every time. Your praise should be enough. We want her to walk to heel because I'm teaching her to, not because there's food there, but it does help. So now she's calmly sitting beside me in the water. Good girl. Good. If your dog does come back to you and then shoots off, keep doing it, and keep getting them to sit with you until they're calmly there. And then we can take a step forward. Now, if necessary, it depends on how bouncy your dog is, you can just take one step, using the leg, preferably the leg closer to your dog. We'll take one step. Good. Give her a treat. Good. Sit. Good. Good. We'll do that. She'll take one step this way. Sit. Good. So you can keep building up a step at a time. Now I'm going to do a bit more walking because what will very quickly happen if your dog isn't trained is that as you start to walk, your dog will head off. So if I start to walk along, good girl. Now I've got this hand here so I can use it, I can touch, get her to stay with me, good girl. If she starts to go ahead of me, this way, I'm just going to turn now, good girl. Good. She's going ahead of me this way, come. And as soon as she reaches me, heel, good, good girl. Good. So what you're trying to do is attract, hey, come back here, is to attract your dog's attention before it reaches the end of the lead, before you get that tension on the lead and take it in another direction. Essentially, what you're doing is catching your dog in the right place and then telling it how good it is when it gets there. So let's try that again. Let's walk along. You start going in front of me. Good. Heel, good. Good girl. Try again. Heel, good girl. Heel, good girl. Sit. Good, good girl. Now you don't have to get your dog to sit every time they come to heel, but actually if you can do that, then your dog will sit when you stop walking. Now I've got some distraction going on in the background here, which is helping me to show you what's happening, which is one of the reasons why she's not really in the right place. Yeah, good girl. So if you do that circle with your hand often enough, that will become a hand signal to get your dog into the right place. Now that's fine as long as you're walking along with your dog and you can turn as they go in front. We'll do that once more. Good girl, this way. Heel, good, good. Sit. And every now and then I might give a shriek. Good, good. Good. However, there will be times, and you can help me with this distraction in the corner, when your dog will not just be in front of you, they'll shoot off to the end of the lead. There we go. Now, Delphi knows that that tension on the lead means she's got to come back, because she knows that when I have that tension, or when she feels the tension rather, that there's no way she's going to go forward, because I will always take her in another direction. So if you call her, come on. Now, she's probably off screen, but she's at the end of the lead. Now, I've got the tension on the lead, and she's being kept there by looking into someone else. So rather than pull, because I don't want to pull, because I never want to pull, I'm going to get her attention. Now I can use her name, but I think she'll ignore that after a while. So what I do is I use a high-pitched noise, like a prey noise, that a dog will nearly always listen to. And when she pays me attention, I can then call her, and as soon as she starts to come towards me, I'll turn away to make sure that she ends up beside me. I'll show you how it works. I'm going to go, come. Heel, good girl, good girl. So I've got her, sit, in the heel position without having to pull on the lead. I'll show you that once more. Come on. Come. Heel, good girl. Good heel, good girl. Now that is the basis. That clicking and moving away is the biggest thing you can teach your dog. Because what happens is that they realise as soon as they feel tension that you're going to change direction, so they're going to turn around and look at you anyway. Take your time with it though. Don't think, oh, dogs are going to be unstable. You can wait a few seconds, you can wait longer if you like, until your dog realises that you're not actually going anywhere, the dog isn't gaining any ground, and then turn on. You will find, of course, that you end up walking in circles, and that doesn't matter, because what you're doing is setting your dog up for success. So every time the dog's in the right place, you can say, heel, good, and carry on. What you may well find, which is what I've found quite often, is that actually that clicking noise becomes the heel command. Because as soon as your dog starts to go in front, once they understand what the noise is, if you click, your dog's going to think, oh, wait a minute, if I don't go back, then we're going to go in a different direction. Good. So you can, as they start to walk ahead of you, yes, she'll come back. Clever girl, clever girl. The other advantage of this method, incidentally, is that because you never pull on the lead, see? After a while, you don't actually need one at all. Don't let me down. Close. Hey. Close. Hey, close. Hey. Oh, yes, good. Yes. Sit. Good girl. Go on then. So there we are. Good luck.